All right, let's talk about space. The space agency, NASA, is to host a briefing tonight, our time, to discuss the upcoming Ingenuity Mars helicopter's flights. Now, the Ingenuity is attached to the belly of the Preservance Rover, which landed in Mars earlier this year in February. The rover, of course, has been hunting for signs of ancient life on the red planet. Previously, signs of flows of water that have disappeared on Mars, but they were found before. Let's discuss. We're joined now by astrophysicist Professor Lerothodi Leeuw, and it's always great to have you with us, Professor, on the show. Let's just talk about what the rover has found firstly, and why this whole mission was exciting, and it's all about water and the possibility of life on Mars.
Yes, great to be on your show, Francis. And so the rover landed about, a few weeks ago, 18th of February, and since landing has been scouting for sites where the Mars helicopter will fly from. Basically, scouting for the first airfield on Mars. And it turns out that the airfield that has been found is actually not too far from the landing site of Perseverance itself. So NASA has now reported the landing site has been identified, and we are now in a mode of preparing for the rover to go and drop off the helicopter at the airfield and begin the first test flights.
And how far can the helicopter go?
So the helicopter is a 2 kilogram size helicopter, very small compared to the rover, which is the size of a car. And it's designed to just test that flying is possible on another planet by humans. It will be able to fly up to about 5 meters, and so that's in height from the ground, and it can fly up to about a distance of about 300 meters at a time. So it will take off, go around, and go that high, and be able to come back. It does have on it some cameras. So while flying, it will take photographs, aerial photographs, which actually it will use the images to help it navigate as well. While flying.
So it sounds like it can't go very far, it can't circumvent Mars and look all around the planet, but these pictures will be important. Again, is it the search for signs of life or previous life?
Yes, I mean, I think this mission is, particularly the flying mission, is really significant because you might remember that humans themselves have only been flying for around just over 100 years. The first flight by humans were Wright brothers here on Earth, 1903. And now humans have reached this big milestone where it's not just flying on Earth, it's possibly flying on Mars. And so the Wright brothers themselves in 1903 only flew for 12 seconds. And that was like big milestone because only birds had been flying before that. So in this case, it's just to demonstrate that, humans can actually do this flying on another planet. And once this demonstration has been achieved, then you can do real flying, and you then start to use it in a similar way that you use flying here on Earth. So like here on Earth, you use helicopters to go to places you can't reach by car, or not as quickly as by car. So you would start to do that with the rovers in next missions on Mars and possibly other planets. So it is really a significant thing. And actually, in today's announcement, there was another important announcement related to us here in Southern Africa, because there was a Namibian who worked for NASA for a long time and lately was director of one of the space exploration units, Dr. Jacob van Zyl. And he just unfortunately passed away last year in August. And today it was announced that the site where the rover will be looking at the helicopter from will be called Van Zyl Overlook. So we are really privileged here in in Southern Africa to have that recognition.
Oh, wow, what a beautiful link, and thank you for raising that. And yes, presumably NASA will show this live, the world watching again as Ingenuity, the helicopter, takes off, attached right now to Rover. Thank you so much for that explanation. That was astrophysicist Professor Lerothodi Leeuw.